everyone. Hello. Thank you so much for coming to this year's first evening of scenes. This is something that we do once a semester to support our drama kids and also our theater practicum kids. And this is kind of their midterm exam for the drama classes. So far this semester we've been looking at scene creation, the makeup of scenes, makeup of character, how to use the stage direction, and things like that. And so they've really embraced those lessons, and you will see what they come up with tonight. For the 11s and 12s, we focused on monologues because they're audition pieces. And you're going to see again, they're going to, they planned it, they've done everything in it, we've broken it down, we've built character from scratch, looked at the variables around the scene, and it's all, you'll see some very detailed work today. So, absolutely, I will be marking back there, so feel free to clap as loud as you want. It might just change my marks a little bit, and that's fine. Just a couple of small heads up. Your students have chosen these pieces, okay? And some of the, I've allowed them a lot of freedom and latitude in their choices. So you may hear the odd bad word, okay? There may be, but those words, you know, exist for a reason, right? But I promise you, there's no hate, there's no racism or anything like that. Sometimes there's passionate language, we'll call it. And but at the end of the day, like I say, it is for a purpose. But if there is any concerns or any wonderances, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm happy to talk with you about it. Anyways, again, my name is Jim Alexander, and I'm now going to introduce our two hosts, Rafa and Naomi. Welcome.
Oak Park Theater Company acknowledges and knows the land on which we gather, the unceded ancestral lands of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota, Dene, and Métis nations. We acknowledge and honor our water which flows from the waters of Shoal Lake, 40 First Nation. We commit to recognizing the harms of colonization, and we are dedicated to moving forward in the true spirit of truth and reconciliation with Indigenous peoples.
Hello, wonderful people. You in the pink jacket look amazing today. We're so happy to see you all here to support your theater company. I'm your host, Rafa.
And I'm Naomi. And before the show, please turn your phones on silent, and emergency exits are on the left and right of the theater. Flash photography is not allowed, so please be respectful to those around you. And first up
are the grade 9s and 10s drama students. Then we'll go the grade 12s, and lastly, last but not least, the theater students.
we are giving a warning that there will be some loud sound effects, and in one scene there will be a gunshot. So do be warned.
First off is Leonard doing Henry's speech, talking to spirits of dead children.
Second will be The Wolf of Wall Street by Lance, PJ, and Dimitri.
Then it would be Heathers by Jasmine, Sam, and Alex.
We all want you to sit back
Relax
and enjoy the show. Thank you.
You played right into our hands. Did you really think that this job just fell out of the sky for you? No. This was a gift for us. You gathered them all together in one place, just like he asked you to. All of those little souls in one place, just for us. A gift. Now we can do what we were created to do and be complete. I will make you proud, Daddy. Watch. Listen. I'm B-full.
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth. If you still even remember that name, but I'm afraid you've been misinformed. You are not here to receive a gift, nor have you been called to by the individual you assume, although you have indeed been called. You've all been called you, into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. You don't even realize that you are trapped. Your lust for blood has driven you in endless circles, chasing the cries of children, always seeming so near, and yet somehow out of reach. But you'll never find them. None of you will. This is where your story ends. And to you, my brave volunteer, who somehow found this job listing not intended for you. Although there was a way out planned for you, I have a feeling that's not what you want. I have a feeling that you're right where you want to be. I'm remaining as well. I'm nearby. This place will not be remembered, and the memory of everything that started this can begin to fade away, as the agony of every tragedy should. And to you monsters trapped in the corridors, be still and give up your spirits. They don't belong to you. For most of you, I believe there's peace, and perhaps more waiting after the smoke clears. Although for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole. So don't keep the devil waiting, old friend. My daughter, if you can hear me, I know you would return as well. It's in your nature to protect the innocent. I'm sorry that on that day, the day you were shut out and left to die, no one was there to lift you up into their arms, the way you lifted others into yours. And now what became of you? I should have known you wouldn't be content to disappear. No, not my daughter. I couldn't save you then, so let me save you now. It's time to rest, for you, and for those you've carried in your arms. This is the end, for all of us. And communication.
You get your glass, got a wine opener and a booze. Shrimp and lobster over there if you're hungry.
The brew permits us from drinking at sea.
Got something for you. Just gotta go find it. Have a seat, will you? Ever been on one of these?
Never been on a yacht before, but I learned to sail a boat when I was 6. What is this?
Names and addresses of every guest at my wedding. Friends, clients, even to the new scene chart. Heard that's why you wanted the video. Figured this is expedite whatever it is you're doing. Just want to show you I got nothing to hide. I know I'm investigating Stratton, but for the life of me I can't figure out why. Sure my company's a bit unorthodox, but what brokerage isn't? Maybe a little louder than most, but we don't do anything illegal. Just ask the sec. They'll tell you. They checked us out up and down.
The SAC is actually a civil regulatory agency. We pursue criminal activity.
That's what I'm talking about. You guys take on a real crime, which is why I'm so curious. What do you think we did?
I can't discuss any ongoing investigations.
I understand.
Though to be frank, this case kinda got dumped on my desk. Some higher up felt like your shop needed to be looked into after all that press. It fell on us to do the looking.
You know what you should be looking at? Goldman, the Lehman Brothers, Merrill. What those guys are up to with this collateralized debt obligations, this internet stock bullcrap. Come on. If you want, I'll walk you through
That'd
exactly.
be great. I just need a little bit more information just so I can close every file. Get this thing off my desk.
Sure. Maybe we can get you back to the real criminals.
So we both could profit from this little sit down.
Do you want anything to drink? Water for your pop?
No.
Rumor is you started out in finance. Even got your broker's license before you joined the bureau.
Who told you that?
Geez, who was it? Ever regret it? Giving up the money craze, pinstripe life? Ever think where you'd be if you'd stuck with it?
When I'm riding on the subway home, sweating my balls off in a suit I've worn for 3 days in a row? Sure.
What do you pull in? Working for the bureau, if you don't mind me asking. 50, 60K a year?
Just about. But we do get a free handgun out of it. That doesn't suck.
It's crazy the world we live in. The jobs of real value, the ones we should appreciate. Firefighters, teachers, FBI agents. The ones who pay the least.
Way of the world.
That's one thing I like about what I do. The opportunity to make that right. Take this kid we had interning last year. Didn't want to be a broker. Wanted to be a environmental scientist or something like that. Had student debt loans up to his eyeballs. Anyways, his mom gets sick. They can only afford third-rate care. And some of us come together, make an investment on his behalf, and boom, overnight, they're seeing the best doctors in the country. But sadly, it didn't work out. She passed. But still, the power to make that happen makes all this other bullcrap worthwhile. You see, it's all about proper guidance, Pat. Knowing someone with the right relationships, who's discreet, I can change life almost every night.
How much does an intern make out that kind of deal?
North $500,000.
Can you say that again? Just the way you said it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I believe Mr. Buffalo just tried to bribe a federal officer.
What? I was making
Oh, no, it
conversation.
sounded like to me, Jordan.
No.
Sounded like that.
No! To constitute a bribe, don't I have to make an explicit offer of money for services with an exact dollar figure attached? All I said was north $500,000. According to the U.S. Criminal Code, that dog don't hunt. Said you were a straight arrow. Wouldn't bend to the rules like other agents might. He was right.
You did a background check on me?
Figured looking at me, it's only fair. I mean, you sail on the boat, fit for a Bond villain. Sometimes you gotta act the part.
This is why you invite me down to your boat? The hookers on it too?
Those are friends.
You just wanted to get some stuff the guy who was coming after you.
Thanks for coming down. Get off my boat.
You know, most of the Wall Street jackasses I go after, they're born into this life. The followers were douchebags before them, and then their followers before that. But you got this way all on your own. Good for you, Jordan. You know, thank you for having us. I'm absolutely certain we'll see each other again. You know, this is a really nice boat. Just imagine what a hero I'll be once the brew seizes it from you.
Hey, Agent Denham! I need this clawed lobster while you gotta blow away from one of the hookers down below. You have a super ride home on the subway thinking about that!
Morning, Heather. Veronica and Jesse James. Quelle surprise. Did you hear about Veronica's affection for regurgitation?
Look, Heather, I think last night we both said a lot of things we didn't mean.
Did we? How the hell did you get in here?
Veronica knew you'd have a hangover, so I personally whipped this up for ya. It's a family recipe.
What did you do? Put a phlegm globber in it or something? I'm not gonna drink that piss.
I knew this stuff would be too intense for her.
Intense. Grow up. You think I'll drink it just because you call me chicken? Yeah, just give me the cup, jerk. Corn nuts!
Oh my god! I can't believe this. I just killed my best friend.
And your worst enemy.
Same difference.
What are we gonna tell the cops? Fuck it, Sarge, if you can't take a joke.
The cops. I can't believe this is my life. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to send my SAT scores to San Quentin instead of Stanford.
Well, at least you got what you wanted, you know?
Got what I wanted? It's one thing to want someone out of your life. It's another to serve them a wake-up cup full of liquid Drano.
Okay. We committed a murder, and that's a crime. But if it were like a suicide thing...
Like a suicide thing?
I mean, you can do Heather's writing as well as your own, right? Right?
You might think what I've done is shocking. To me, though, suicide is the logical answer to the myriad of problems life has given me.
This is good, but Heather would never use the word myriad.
This is the last thing she'll ever write. She'll want to cash in as many 50-cent words as possible.
I guess, but she missed myriad on the vocab test 2 weeks ago.
This only proves my point further. This is like a badge for her failures.
Okay, you're probably right.
People think just because you're beautiful and popular, life is easy and fun. No one understood. I had feelings too. I die knowing no one knew the real me. Jesus, you're making me sound like Air Supply.
This is good. Have you done this before? Have you done this before?
Let's just go before the cops arrive.
Mr. McCoy, I want you to put that brain of yours on autopilot and blindly accept what I'm about to say. Of course, Ken Taylor had a bad temper. Of course, Julie was breaking up with him. Of course, she landed at LaGuardia. Of course, he killed her, dumped her body in his barn. Of course. Of course, what Mr. McCoy doesn't want you to concern yourself with is another perfectly reasonable theory that it was Cecilia Knowles who was jealous of Julie, who killed her, took her place on the plane, took the sailbag from the boat. Why would she do this? Well, she was jealous of Julie. She wanted to frame my client for something he didn't commit. I wanted you to hear the evidence, but Mr. McCoy had those records suppressed.
Objection! Facts, not evidence.
Mr. Garnett, you made your point. Move on.
As I have stated, Cecilia set out to frame my client, and it worked. She fooled Mr. McCoy. He's as much of a victim as my client.
Your Honor!
It's a summation, Mr. McCoy. He's not to argue his case. Go on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this isn't the first time Cecilia has tricked Mr. McCoy. He doesn't want you to know, but she has done this before.
Objection! Facts, not evidence.
Sustained.
That's not good enough. Sidebar, Your Honor.
Denied. Mr. Garnett?
He's bringing up facts not induced to the trial. I want you to instruct the jury to...
Sit down, Mr. McCoy.
So, even if you don't believe Cecilia would kill her sister, you have to admit it's possible. And that is reasonable doubt.
Cecilia Knowles isn't here today. Because as you know, she is in a coma. You haven't been told why she's in a coma. Mr. Garnett alluded to the reason, but I'm going to tell you why.
Objection.
It was a desperate, crazed attempt
Sustained.
to bring attention to the fact that Ken Taylor murdered her sister.
I said sustained, Mr. McCoy.
While she lies in a hospital bed, this court has seen fit to allow the defense to speculate about her state of
That's
mind
enough.
and hold her up as a patsy. And the court doesn't have the guts to protect the rights of the weak and the voiceless.
You're in contempt, Mr. McCoy.
And since the court can't do it, it's for the jury to see justice done. And justice, in this case, is holding Ken Taylor, and only Ken Taylor, responsible for the death of Julie Gorham.
That's it. I declare an immediate mistrial.
Your Honor.
Sit down, Mr. Garnett. You've opened the door for this.
That first one was creepy. It gave me chills. And not the winter kind of chills, if you know what I mean.
Next we have Ghostbusters Library Scene by Justice, Kayla, and Blair.
And the next we'll have Over the Edge by Victoria, Chloe, and Yasun.
Then we have She's the Man by Allison, Brooklyn, Madison, and Taylor.
And then Free Churro by Mason.
Look,
This is hot, Ray.
Symmetrical book stacking, just like the mass turbulence of Philadelphia of 1947.
You're right. No one would ever stack books like this.
Listen. Do you smell something? Talk about telekinetic activity. Look at this mess.
Wait a minute, come look at this.
Ectoplasmic residue.
I'd like to get a sample of this.
It's the real thing. Somebody blows their nose and you want to keep it.
I'd like to analyze it.
There's more over here.
I'm getting stronger readings over here.
Come on.
This way.
Your mucus?
It's here.
A full torso operation, and it's real.
You're here last week. Come here. Ow. So what do we do now?
I don't know. What do you think? Stop that! Okay, at least one of us should try and make contact with it.
Good idea.
Hi, I'm Peter. Where are you from? Originally. Guys, this isn't working.
Okay, I have a plan. Do exactly as I do. Come on. Stay close. Closer. Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Get her!
Go, go, go.
Come on, follow.
It stopped.
Why is it stopped?
I don't know. It has to fall.
How does that?
What does have to do with anything?
This can't be happening. It's supposed to tumble and then burst into flames.
I want to see it burst into flames.
Wait, I think it starts moving, and it stops. Then
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. Someone's gonna have to go down there.
Wait. What if we grab that rock over there, throw it down on top of it, and maybe that will get it moving again?
Good idea.
This is way too heavy. We have to try to find something else.
You should go down there.
Why me?
You're the athletic one.
What if I can get back up?
Don't we have a rope somewhere?
Yeah, in the SUV.
I know. We can create a rope by tying our pants together.
What? That's at least 30 feet down. We don't have enough pants.
Guys, I think I see him moving. What? Oh shit, he's alive.
I thought you said he was dead.
He had no pulse. Maybe his heart just stopped for a moment.
You're freaking nurse, Mary. You can say when a man is dead.
He's waking up. What do we do?
We run.
What if he gets up here? He'll go straight to the police.
We're so screwed.
Let's just wait until he gets up here, then we push him over.
Yeah. Then we can deal with the SUV. It will look like we was thrown from the car.
Crash. Oh shit! I left my purse in the SUV.
I don't really like Duke. I have this huge thing for his roommate Sebastian. And honestly, I was just trying to make Sebastian jealous.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's really wrong to use a person this way. And don't get me wrong, I feel terrible about it. But I really, really like Sebastian. He's just so handsome. And not the goonish kind of handsome I've seen a lot of other guys. He's the refined handsome, even delicate handsome. Oh, and when he smiles, I just can't stop looking at him. He's just so wonderful.
You know, Olivia. It's Olivia, right?
Yeah?
I have a little advice for you.
Okay.
Enough is enough. You're weaving yourself a really tangled web.
Yeah, like really, really tangled.
Honey, you've got to stop.
Okay.
You just gotta try and tell everybody the truth. Just be very, very honest and let the chips fall where they may.
You're right.
I know.
Next time I see him, I'm gonna march right up to him.
You march.
I'm gonna tell him how I feel.
You tell him.
And I'm gonna kiss him so passionately
What?
that even everybody he hates will feel pleasure.
Hello, Viola.
Oh no. This
And
is not
hello
good.
to you, you little homewrecker.
Who are you?
Sebastian's girlfriend?
Ex-girlfriend.
Okay, everybody's gotta stop saying that.
You were the one he dumped in the pizza parlor the other night.
No, 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 no. He didn't dump me. We're just going through a little bit of a rough patch.
I hear he dumped you. He dumped you big. It was just a big, huge dumping.
Oh my god! Are you crazy? Are you okay?
Get out!
Screw you! Oh my god. You are messing with the wrong man!
Get off me! Oh my god! Are you biting me? So you want my boyfriend,
You
huh?
dumped him, you bitch!
Oh my god! Get her, Olivia! Get her! Get off of her! Oh my god!
Viola!
So you want my boyfriend?
Get off of me!
Get off of me! Get off!
Stop! Oh my god! Listen! When debutantes disagree, they say it with their eyes. And Hastings, why is it that I always find you in the middle of this tussle?
Bad timing?
So, I went to Jack in the Box today, and I went up to the counter, and the girl at the counter said, "Hi, are you having an awesome day?" Not like, "Hey, how are you doing?" or "What can I get for you?" No, "Are you having an awesome day?" Which is honestly kind of shitty, you know? It puts the onus on me to disagree with her. Like, if I'm not having an awesome day, does that make me the negative one? Usually when people ask me that question, the real answer is I'm doing shitty. But I can't really say I'm doing shitty because I don't really have a reason to be doing shitty. And if I say I'm doing shitty and they say, "Oh, what's wrong? Why?" I just say, "I don't know, all of it." I don't know. Today felt different. When she asked me if I was having an awesome day, I thought I had a reason today. And I did have a reason, so I said to her, "Well, my mom died." And she just started sobbing. She started crying and crying, and she wouldn't stop crying. People behind me were lining up, and they're giving me these judgy faces because I made the girl in Jack in the Box cry. I don't know what happened. I just kept saying, "It's fine, even though it's not really fine." I kept saying it was fine, and she wouldn't stop crying, so I just moved on. I said, "Hey, can I please just have a Jack in the Box meal?" And I kind of got a hurry, so can we get out of here fast? And then she offered me a free churro with my meal. You know, I guess nobody really tells you that when your mom dies, you get a free churro.
Something strange was going on in those neighborhoods, but we know who we're gonna call.
And that fight scene is spectacular.
Next up will be
Nevea doing motivational speech.
Impossible Expectations by Rafa from the Barbie monologue.
How hard is it to be a villain by Lee Taos.
And Shameless One by Sam, which is an open series presentation of a dysfunctional family.
It's all meaningless. No matter what dreams or hopes you had, no matter how blessed a life you've lived, it's all the same. If you're shredded by rocks, everyone will die someday. Does that mean life is meaningless? Was there even any meaning in us being born? Would you say that of our fallen comrades? Their lives? Were they meaningless? No, they weren't. It's us who give meaning to our comrades' lives. The living, the brave fallen, the anguish fallen. We died trusting the living to help, who followed to find meaning in our comrades' lives. That is a soul method which we can use to rebel against this cruel world. My soldiers rage. My soldiers scream. My soldiers fight.
It's literally impossible to be a woman. Like, you're so beautiful and so smart. It kills me that you think you're not good enough. We always have to be extraordinary. But somehow, we're always doing it wrong. You have to be thin, but not too thin. And you can never say you want to be thin. You have to say you want to be healthy. We have to have money, but we can't ask for money. We have to be a boss, but don't be mean. You have to lead, but don't crush other people's ideas. You have to love being a mother, but don't talk about your kids all the damn time. You have to be a career woman, but also always be looking out for other people. You have to answer for men's bad behavior, which is insane, but if you point that out, you're accused of complaining. You have to stay pretty for men, but not too pretty you tempt them too much, or that you threaten other women, because you're supposed to be a part of the sisterhood. You always have to stand out and always be great. But don't forget, the system is rigged, so figure out a way to acknowledge that and always be grateful. You have to never get old, never be rude, never show off, never fall down, never get out of line. It's too hard, it's too contradictory, and nobody gives you a medal or says thank you. And as a matter of fact, not only are we doing everything wrong, but everything's our fault. I'm just so tired of watching myself and every single other woman tie herself into knots just so that people will like us. And if all of that is also true for a dog, just representing a woman, then I don't even know.
Ah, Mr. Bond, we meet again. And you have fallen right into my trap. As you can see, I've placed several explosives around the room. And I have the detonator. Finally, our war of the mind will finally be over. And I will be declared the victor by killing you. So now, I will leave you to your fiery demise. Bye-bye. What? No. You can't just do that. What do you mean you disarmed the bombs? What? Now what? What are we going to do now? Oh, so it's my fault the plan was too simple. Well, I worked so hard for this. We were going to have this big showdown. Do you know how hard it is to be a villain nowadays? Okay? It's so hard to figure out your own complicated, extravagant, original plan, and yet the hero still gets away from time to time. I mean, sure, it looks cool. I don't look bad. I still look like I gave it my all, but still, really, you do this, okay? When I go to my Sunday villain book club next Sunday, all I will get is ridicule. Well, I won't have it, okay? You either get back in the room and make your escape look cool, or I will make sure you wish you never crossed me. Yeah, but screw you too. Anyways, I'm gonna have to tell the book club this went down very differently.
Nobody's saying our neighborhood's the Garden of Eden, but it's been a good home to us, to me and my kids, to who I'm proud of, because every single one of them reminds me a little bit of me. Fiona, my rock, huge help, has all the best qualities of her mother, except she isn't a raging psycho. Lip, smart as a whip, straight A's on the honor roll, boy's definitely going somewhere. Ian, industrious, conscientious, incredible work ethic. Not a clue where he got that from. Wants to be a paratrooper. Just had to disembowel an enemy with a roll of dye and an old gym sock. Carl. I don't really know that much about Carl. Oh, loves animals. Always bringing home some poor stray. Taking them up to his room. Debbie, sent by God. Total angel. raises money for UNICEF year-round, some of which she actually turns in. Liam, gonna be a star. I'm no biologist, but he looks a little bit like my last sponsor. He and the ex were close. And me, Frank Gallagher, father, teacher, mentor, captain of our little ship. We may not have much, but all of us, to a man, knows the most important thing in life. We know how to party.
Yeah, it definitely was. Next up, we have Pyromania by Sullivan, which is about a man coming to terms with his reality.
In Summer by Gingrich, a too innocent for his own good snowman dreams about the impossibility of him enduring warm weather.
Shameless 2 by Sam, another end of series presentation of a dysfunctional family.
Bender's Monologue by Eli. A man has a breakdown on stage.
It was the fault of the psychiatrist. I've been seeing him for my Pyromania. That's a person who likes lighting fires, but you probably know that already, being university educated and all. You know the problem with Pyromania? It's the only crime where you have to be at the scene of it to make it a perfect crime. Give yourself satisfaction. Of course, the chances of you getting caught are much greater, especially if you're standing in front of the fire, face full of ecstasy, with a gigantic heart on. So anyways, the cops got me and sent me to the shrink. He tells me I've got an unresolved problem with my mother. I think, hello, he's not going to tell me to do something Oedipal, like fuck her or something. But that wasn't the problem. My ego had taken a severe battering from her. He told me I'd better resolve it. Stop treating her like I was still a child. It made some sort of cosmic sense. I had to stand up to her. So I thought about it and I realized I had to treat it like a boxing match. Get the first punch in, so to speak. She had 5 cats. So one night I rounded them up, put them in a cage, dosed them with petrol, and put a match to them. Oh boy, what a racket. They were running around the backyard, burning and howling. There's no such thing as grace under pressure for a burning cat, let me tell you. I hid in the bushes when Mom came outside to see what was happening. Totally freaked out, she did. 5 of them, running around the backyard like mobile bonfires. I figured I'd wait a couple hours till the cats were all dead and Mom was feeling a bit sorry for herself, and I'd go up to the front door and I'd knock and I'd say, "Hi, Mom, I've come to talk about our unresolved conflicts." But one of those cats ran straight to the house. In a couple minutes, the whole house was alight. And in half an hour, there was no damn front door to knock on! If it wasn't for that damn psychiatrist, I wouldn't be here.
I may not have much experience with heat, but Sometimes I like to close my eyes and imagine what it will be like when summer does come. Bees will buzz, kids will blow dandelion fuzz, and I'll be doing whatever snow does in summer. A drink in my hand, this my snow off against the burning sand, probably getting gorgeously tanned. In summer, I'll finally see the breeze blow away a winter storm. And I'll find out what happens to solid water when it gets warm. I can't wait to see what my friends will think of me. Just imagine how much cooler I'll be in summer. The hot and the cold are both so intense. Put them together, it just makes sense. Winter's a good time to stay in and cuddle. But put me in summer and I'll be a happy snowman. When life gets rough, I like to think of my dream of relaxing in the summer sun, just letting off steam. The sky will be blue, and you guys will be there when I finally do what frozen things do in summer.
I'm not going to ask for your forgiveness, since you bunch didn't do anything for me. So, let's just call it a draw. I know a bunch of you think you hate my guts, and truth be told, I never liked any of you much either. But, we're all Gallaghers. My only advice, stop worrying so damn much. You're supposed to ask people on their deathbed if they wish they worked more or spent more time with the family. Me? Hell, I wish I'd partied more. Nobody ever said our neighborhood was the Garden of Eden, but it's been a good home to us, to me and you kids. I'm proud of all of you, because every single one of you reminds me a little bit of me. Liv, you're smart as a whip. You just can't seem to get out of your own way. You'll figure it out. Ian, industrious, incredible work ethic. Not a clue where you got that from. Touch of mental illness from your mother, but that's how I see you marrying a damn Milkovich. Carl, I never could figure you out. Can't believe you betrayed the family and became a cop. Debbie, you remind me of your mother, and not in a good way. Good luck in life. You're gonna need it. Liam, the apple of my eye, you handsome devil. Everybody always said you look just like me. And me, Frank Gallagher, father, teacher, mentor, captain of our little ship. People always say you can't drink your problems away. I just say you're not drinking enough. Well, I guess that's it. Not much left to say, really, except time's precious. Don't waste it. Have a good time. I sure as hell did.
Why do you care so much about what I think anyways? It's not like I even count, right? I could disappear forever and it wouldn't even matter. I don't even exist at this school, remember? And you! You don't even like me! God, you're so pathetic. Don't you ever compare yourself to me. Got it? You have everything, and I got shit! Fucking Rapunzel, right? School would probably fucking shut down if you didn't show up. Queenie's not here! I like those earrings, Claire. Are those real diamonds, Claire? Did you work for the money for those earrings? Or did your daddy buy those for you? I bet he did! I bet they were a fucking Christmas gift! You know what I got for Christmas this year? I got a carton of cigarettes! The old man grabbed me and said, "Hey! Smoke up, Johnny!" So go home and cry to your old man. Don't cry here, okay?
Aren't we all happy snowmen just waiting for summer at this point? Next we're having Next we're having The Name Jack by Maya Robinson.
And the next,
A guy named Jack catfishing pretending his name is Ernest.
after that, we'll have Wake Up Call by Anna and Tracy, which is about an ex-boyfriend and ex-girlfriend addressing a problem.
Tesla by Julie. Arguments with family is hard.
Yes, I'm quite aware of the fact. And I often wish that in public you had been more demonstrative. For me, you have always had an irresistible fascination. We live, as I hope you know, Mr. Worthing, in an age of ideals. The fact is constantly mentioned in the more expensive monthly magazines and has reached the provincial pulpits, I am told. And my ideal has always been to love someone of the name Ernest. There's something in that name that inspires absolute confidence. When Algernon first mentioned to me that he had a friend called Ernest, I knew I was destined to love you. Jack? No, there is very little music in the name Jack, if any at all indeed. It does not thrill. It produces absolutely no vibrations. I've known several Jacks, and they all, without exception, were more than usually plain. Besides, Jack is a common domesticity for the name John, and I pity any woman who's married to a man called John. She would probably never be allowed to know the entrancing pleasure of a single moment's solitude. The only really safe name is Ernest.
My ex-boyfriend was so weird. Like sometimes I don't know why I didn't even went out with him for the first place. Like I can't believe that he showed up at my house like in the midnight. So I was about to sleep and I heard something that kept hitting my window. A rock. I don't know how many times he did throw it into my window until it actually hit loud enough to wake me up. And I think that one was about to break the window pane because it was really hard, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, I pushed up the window and Aaron was standing right in the middle of our yard. What the hell are you doing here? I yelled at him as loud as I could without waking my parents out. And you know what the Moran did? He started yelling how much he loved me and can't live without me. Blah. Blah. I left on the light and our front door was blooded in light. And you think Aaron must have enough sense at that point to jump in his car and speed up? But no, not Aaron. He even started yelling louder and he even sang a love song. I told you, Aaron was weird. I think I need to talk to him because I'm sure that I don't want any more late night annoying. No more. And if he think he might win me back, so he probably was drunker than I thought.
I can't believe Macy dumped me. In the notes too? How bad is it? I mean, we have been dating for almost a year and she gave me a Dear John letter. A letter that didn't even explain anything. And that crap was still being friends afterwards? Why do all the girls think that this can make things go better? That's why I had to go talk to her to clear things up. I knew once I have a chance to talk to her, face to face, she would take me back. Maybe. But I didn't expect it to be this late. I went over at my friend's house just a little bit longer than I thought. Just a little bit. You know, to build up my courage, having a couple of his dad's beer. I didn't mean to make such a scene. Only because she wouldn't open the door, she wouldn't want to talk to me, she wouldn't even want to give me a chance to talk together. All I wanted her is to come out so we can both sort things out together.
I never thought she'd slap me. I mean, not on the face. When I was a kid, she'd smack my butt or the side of my leg, but never this. Never on my face. I mean, how was I meant to prepare myself for that? I couldn't have. I still can feel her hand on my cheek, and it still kind of stings. And I know it's red, not because she hit that hard, but because the shame I feel. Why did I have to say that? Why did I have to say the one thing that I knew would hurt her the most? Fine. I'll just go live with Dad then. I even said it like that, all bratty and mean. First I saw shock in her eyes, and then she just looked really sad, and then she retaliated. She didn't deserve those words. And it wasn't fair. She was just trying to help me solve my problems. It was a stupid threat anyways. It's not like I'd live with him. I wouldn't want to go, and he wouldn't want me. At the end of the day, I wish I hadn't said it, and I wish she hadn't slapped me, and I wish I wasn't afraid of her.
Man, life can have some not great moments, but might I say, you're all being quite a great audience.
Next up, Wakeup.
Little Women by Maya and Nevaeh.
The Breakup by Jasmine and Phoenix. Gina and Brooke, I don't know.
Have an Argument. And then a scene from Red, White, and Royal Blue by Rafa and
Naomi.
Which is about two partners arguing about their future. I can't believe today's my wedding day.
Yeah, I can't believe it either.
Joe, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Joe, come on.
You know you can talk to me.
We can leave. We can leave right now.
I can make money. I'll sell stories. I'll do anything. I'll cook. I'll clean. I'll work at a factory. I can make a life for us.
But I want to get married.
But why?
Because I love him.
You will be bored of him in 2 years, and we will be interesting forever.
Just because my dreams are different than yours doesn't mean they're unimportant. I want a home and a family. And I'm willing to work and struggle, but I want to do it with John.
I hate that you're leaving, Meg. Please, don't leave me.
I'm not leaving you, Joe.
And besides, one day, it'll be your turn. I'd rather be a free spinster and paddle my own canoe. I can't believe our childhood is over.
It was gonna end one way or another. And with a happy ending.
Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, nice seeing you.
Thank you so much for coming. See you later. Alright, I'm gonna go get started on the dishes.
Okay.
It'd be nice if you came and helped me.
Okay, sure. But maybe a little bit later, though. I'm really tired.
I don't want to do them later. Let's just do them now. It'll take like 15 minutes.
Honey, I am so exhausted. Let's just relax for a little bit. Just let me put on some makeup, feel pretty, and maybe let me read a magazine or two. And, we'll just, damn it, I just smudged my lipstick. We'll just do the dishes tomorrow.
Gina, I don't like waking up to a dirty kitchen.
Who cares?
I care, alright? I care. I busted my ass all day cleaning this house and cooking that meal, and I worked today. It would be nice if you said thank you and helped me with the dishes.
Fine, I'll help you do the damn dishes.
Okay, you know what? No, that's not what I want.
I thought you want me to help you do the dishes.
I want you to want to do the dishes.
Why would I want to do the dishes?
Why? See, that's my whole point.
Let me see if I'm following this, okay? Are you upset because I don't have a strong desire to do dishes?
No, I'm upset that you don't have a strong desire to offer to do the dishes.
I just did.
After I asked you.
Jesus, Brooke, you're acting crazy again.
Don't you call me crazy. I am not crazy.
I didn't call you crazy.
You just did.
I didn't call you crazy. I said you're acting crazy.
Okay. You know what? I asked you to do one thing today, one very simple thing, to bring me 12 lemons, and you brought me 3.
God damn it, if I knew it was going to be this much trouble, I would have brought home 24 lemons. Even 100 lemons. You know what I wish? I wish everyone that was at that goddamn table had their own little private bag of lemon. Is that what you want?
No, okay, you know what? That is not what I want. Okay, look. Come on, you knew I was working today. You knew I was working hard. You knew I cleaned that house. You knew I cooked that meal. And you know what you could have said today on your way home? Hey, I think I'm gonna get Brooke some flowers.
Flowers?
seriously said on our very first date that you don't like flowers, that they're a waste of money.
Gina, you didn't even try.
You said that you don't like flowers. I'm supposed to take that to mean that you do want flowers?
Okay, you know what? No, it's not about the flowers, it's not about the dishes, it's not about the lemons, it's just... How many times do I have to drop the hint about the ballet?
We've talked about the ballet. I hate the ballet. It's just a bunch of dudes in tights flopping around for 3 hours. It's a nightmare to just sit there and watch it. Just waiting for the goddamn nightmare to end.
Okay, it's not about loving the ballet, Gina. It's about the person you love loves the ballet and you wanting to spend time with that person.
Not when we're at the ballet.
Okay, forget the ballet. Forget the ballet. We don't go anywhere together.
Are you kidding me? We just went to the Winnipeg Jets together.
The Winnipeg Jets. You think that drunk screaming fans and men getting concussions, that's fun for me? No, come on, man. I did that for you. How do you show up for me?
Are you kidding? I'm on the bus every goddamn day for you, trying to be the best tour guide in the city, so hopefully I can get enough money for the both of us so you won't have to work one day.
I want to work.
Well, I asked, bro, because I show a little bit of appreciation, and then I just get 20 minutes to relax when I come home, instead of being attacked with questions and nagged the whole damn time!
You think that I nag you?
That's all you do! All you do is nag me! Your lipstick doesn't match, your outfit is uncoordinated. Hey, Gina, you should probably go work out. Nothing I ever do is ever good enough! I just want to be left the hell alone!
Is that what you want, Gina? Is that what you really want?
Yes.
That's what you want.
Yes!
You know what? Fine. I don't care. I'm done.
What?
I'm done, okay? I don't deserve this. I really do not deserve this, okay? I deserve somebody who gives a shit about me. And I'm not spending one more second of my life with some inconsiderate prick. You're a prick.
Can we talk? I'm going to let you say what you need to say, and then I'd like you to leave.
Henry, what's going on? A week ago we were happy, and then you disappear. I think you owe me an explanation.
I have done nothing but explain myself to you this past year. I don't know what more you want me to say, and I don't appreciate you barging in here in the middle of the night.
I'm sorry I can't turn off my feelings as easily as you can.
Do you honestly think this is easy for me?
What else am I supposed to think? You won't talk to me. All I know is I am the one here trying to fight for us.
Because it costs you nothing!
Henry, I've been losing my mind this week because the one I love has vanished from my life. I crossed an ocean. I stormed a fucking castle to look at you in the eyes and tell you that I love you. Knowing that you wouldn't say it back. So now, Henry, in fact, this is costing me everything. And I think if this is over, at least I deserve to know why.
For Christ's sake, Alex! For once I wish you could see me for who I am and not who you want me to be.
I'm not like you. I can't afford to be reckless. I wasn't raised by a loving, supportive family like you were. My life is the crown and yours is politics, and I will not trade one prison for another. I can love you and want you and still not want that life. I'm allowed, right? And it doesn't make me a liar. It makes me a man with some infinitesimal shred of self-preservation. And you don't get to come in here and call me a coward for it. I would never call you a coward.
Henry, we can love each other in our own way. No one else's.
That is simply not possible, and you know it.
Fine. I'll leave. You can protect your heart. You can stay in this tower and protect your heart for the rest of your life, and nothing will ever happen. But Henry, nothing will ever happen to you. So, if you want me to go, you have to tell me to leave.
Please, don't make me.
I wouldn't stay in this room if I didn't think there was any hope of holding on to the happiness I found with you. So tell me to leave. I'll walk out that door and trouble you no longer.
Wait!
Thank you so much for watching us.
We hope you enjoyed the show. And lastly, bundle up because those Winnipeg weathers, eh?
Hope you have a safe drive home, and thank you so much for coming once again.